Hey guys, are you about to launch a new product and you're looking to find the best strategy on how to launch that product using Amazon advertising? Then this video is for you. In this video, we're gonna go over a keyword launch strategy to help your product get off with an absolute bang. Now, this video is part of the Amazon Ads Playbook series, so I'm gonna have more information about that below. But first, if you don't know me, my name is Mike Zagari. I'm the owner of PPC Entourage. We have helped thousands of sellers over the past 5 years and managed millions of dollars in Amazon advertising. So if you're looking to improve your brand and turn your brand into a household name, then definitely subscribe to our channel and click on the little notification button. Hey guys, welcome to day number 1 of the Amazon Ads Playbook series. Everything starts with these ads, and we're gonna be talking about launch campaigns today. So if you just ordered your product and it's on the ship, it's getting ready to be sent to Amazon, these are the campaigns that you're gonna wanna set up right away. Now, keep in mind that these campaigns are going to feed into your other campaigns. And we have used countless different strategies to launch products on Amazon. And the strategies inside of these launch campaigns have worked really, really well. And it's a way for us to tell Amazon what we are selling and to get the ball rolling. So let's dig in. All right, so the first part of the launch campaign is we want to look at these different tags that we have and understand why we're doing this. So obviously the most important reason for this particular campaign is to launch our product on Amazon. We're going to tell Amazon what we're selling. We're going to tell Amazon which keywords we want to be ranked for. We're going to tell Amazon which products we're most similar to so we can start to get noticed on Amazon. Of course, when doing a launch campaign, keep in mind, guys, that you can likely have a higher ACOS because you don't have the social proof, and because it's a relatively new product, you're going to require that people take a little bit of a risk when they purchase your product because there is no social proof. So you're likely going to lower your price a little bit or maybe have a coupon to help overcome some of that risk. But just keep in mind that we are going to likely have a higher ACOS, and that's okay. Now, that doesn't mean that you want to have a 200, 300% ACOS. That is never good, but a 60, 70, 80, 90% is acceptable in this stage because later on, once you start getting those reviews, you can start to fine tune your bidding and you can start to get to where you're profitable with your sponsored product ads. I have seen an ACOS right off the gate of 20, 30%. So just because it says high ACOS possible doesn't mean it's going to necessarily happen for you. All right, guys, so let's get started here. So the first thing and the most important thing is to make sure that your listing is retail ready. Amazon describes retail ready as having really good, highly optimized bullet points that speak to the benefits of the products that you are selling, really good, high quality images. We want this listing to convert right out of the gate. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to spend thousands of dollars, but do your best to make this listing convert. Look at your competition. Ask your family to read through it. Look for grammatical errors. Make sure the listing is retail ready as much as you possibly can right from the gate, because if you don't, then a lot of the traffic that you send is not going to convert and it's going to skew your numbers drastically. Next, the goal here in this campaign is to get noticed. We want to share with Amazon what we're selling. We want to tell them, hey, these are the keywords that we want to rank for, and we want to educate them. We also want to start to rank. So by getting those sales, you're going to start to rank for these keywords, and that's going to get the ball rolling. Now, keep in mind, guys, there's different ways to launch. Right now, we are in the keyword launch campaign. We're also going to do an ASIN launch campaign. I'll have a separate video for that. All right, next we have the campaign name. So campaign naming structure is really important. This is the campaign naming structure that we chose. PPCE stands for PPC Entourage -launch -product identifier -ACOS target percentage. So just a little quick breakdown here. We put the PPCE there just so that we know that we made these campaigns. It's a launch campaign. This is really going to help us to find these campaigns and to properly optimize these campaigns. Then the product identifier, that could be the name of your product or the color variation of your product, whatever it is to help you know which product is inside of this campaign. And then of course an ACOS target. And an ACOS target for a launch campaign Like I said, could be 75, could be 80%. It's going to be a little bit higher. Super important. We'll talk more about budget in a second, guys, but it's really important with these campaigns to have a budget set aside and also an ACoS target. You can put these campaigns inside of a portfolio. Absolutely. We like to break down the portfolio by the SKU, each SKU getting its own portfolio on Amazon. Now, this is going to have an open end date, meaning you're not going to actually put an end date to this campaign, but really important to just keep in mind that these launch campaigns are meant to be phased out over time. So you're going to start here with your SKU and you're going to collect the data, but then you're going to create better campaigns. And we're going to talk about that inside the Amazon Ads playbook. All right, next, daily budget, minimum of $10 a day. But this is critical, guys. For launch campaigns, it's super important to have a budget. Keeping these open-ended could get very expensive very fast, especially when you don't have an ACoS target or a budget. So if you're going to launch this campaign, obviously the more aggressive you are, the better chance you have if it's a good SKU, but you want to make sure that you have that set aside and that number set aside. We see sellers getting into trouble when they don't have this information and they wind up spending more than they actually have and going into the red, and that is not what you want. Next, this is going to be a manual targeting campaign. And also, I just wanted to note that these campaigns work better with reviews, but it's not necessary. Amazon recommends 15 reviews to be retail ready, but we're getting started without reviews. That's a common question that people ask me. Now, in order to overcome that, you are probably going to want to be competitive with your pricing, and you're also going to want to potentially add a coupon, because coupons help to improve the conversion rate percentage. Coupons are very simple and easy to use, and they're going to help you to overcome that lack of social proof by not having reviews. All right, so what about bidding strategy? So here's where we get into a little bit of the nuances with the actual bidding strategy. So we start off with fixed bids, because if you don't have any detailed information about that SKU or about the sponsored product campaigns for that SKU, Amazon has nothing to go by with regards to optimizing your bid based on a conversion. So the dynamic up and down and dynamic down only has to do with that SKU's ability to convert. Amazon looking at the past history of that SKU and then optimizing your bid price appropriately based on the likelihood of a conversion. So to overcome that and to get some impressions right away, you can go to fixed bids to start. And once that campaign has a little bit of juice and a little bit of campaign history, you can then switch to dynamic up and down. Now, keep in mind, even with the information I just shared with you, if you want to be absolutely super aggressive and if you have the budget to do so, use dynamic up and down. That's going to be much more aggressive, and Amazon has then the leeway to raise your bid price up to 100% based on the likelihood of a conversion. All right, what is next? We have placement modifier. So guys, in this campaign, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our product up at the very top of Amazon. We're not going in this particular campaign, we'll do it in the next launch campaign, but we're going for top of search. So in order to do that, we want to now make sure that our bid is going to give us that top of search placement. And the way to do that is through a top of search modifier. So you could potentially do like an average bid price, but then increase your top of search bid modifier so that you're more likely to get that top of search placement. That top of search visibility has the highest conversion rate, has the highest click-through rate percentage. If you combine all that for your competitive keywords, which could be expensive, guys, keep that in mind. You're paying to play here. If you combine all that with a coupon to get the conversion, now you have a better chance. And you can start to see why it would be more beneficial to have an aggressive budget to put towards these launch campaigns to get the ball rolling with your sponsored product ads. Okay, next, of course, you always want to put your best variations forward. If you have multiple child variations, different colors that are off colors, put your best variation forward. Always. You could name the ad group exact launch. That's how we name the ad group. The targeting obviously is going to be keywords here. And here's what we're doing, guys. This is the whole strategy. We're finding 15 of the most relevant keywords. And most of you probably know, it doesn't have to be 15, it could be 10 to 15. And most of you probably know what the best, most relevant keywords are for your product. If you don't know, you can use brand analytics, you can use a keyword research tool. There's free ones out there, but find out what those 15 most relevant launch keywords are. And we're going to target those keywords with aggressive bids using exact match. Essentially what we're doing here is we're telling Amazon, This is what we want to show up for at the top of search. We're willing to pay for it because we have the budget, and we're willing to use our top of search modifier. We're maybe even willing to use dynamic up and down to be a little bit more aggressive, but these are the words that we want to show up for. All right, guys, so just keep in mind, that's why the coupon is so essential, because it could help us to get that conversion and be more competitive with our price. All right, initial bids. Definitely aggressive. Like I said before, you can use a lower bid plus the top of search modifier to get to that top of search placement, because that is the goal with this campaign. And absolutely no use of negatives in this campaign. Negatives will be used sparingly in other campaigns, but during launch campaigns, no, we want to be visible for our keywords. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And this is just one of over 30 short, simple, and easy to understand videos inside of the Amazon Ads Playbook series. And what we did is we broke down some really simple and easy to understand campaign strategies. We tell you why to use these campaigns, how to use these campaigns, exactly how to set them up, and when to set them up. You're gonna learn how to fill in the gaps in your advertising so you're not losing any sales, with the goal of helping your brand to become a household name. So click on the link below. It is absolutely free, and we hope that you take this information and make a lot of money with it. I'll see you on the inside.